Hey everyone, Jules here. So super long time no see, and I have a good reason for that. Usually when I don't film, I don't say why I don't film. Uh, every single time it was something was going on. I couldn't film because I always want to to film. So yeah, this time there are actually two big reasons. I couldn't find my charger anywhere, so I couldn't film. I tried to film with my phone, I tried to film with my mother's phone. It was a disaster and I couldn't film, so yeah, that's why. And the other reason, yeah, I finally got my charger today. I found it. And the other reason is that we've been in quarantine because my brother most probably has COVID, and we are in quarantine. And we were in quarantine for the last week, and it was stressful, to be honest. Even if I wanted to film, I couldn't. So I don't normally say why, but this time I really wanted to vent because it was so stressful. It's better now, we're all better. I had symptoms as well, and I got tested yesterday, but it will not show until tomorrow, the results. So yeah, that's why I really wanted to vent. I feel better, thank God. My brother feels better, we're all doing well, thank God. So yeah, I just wanted to vent, and now that I did, I think this is going to be a slightly long video, so yeah, I'm sorry for the long intro. So let's get into this video. The first thing I want to say is that I don't know how on earth I forgot in my last video to mention that I posted a story on my Instagram, which, by the way, I have my account in the description box, so please follow me. I share more content there, and some of the things I write, I like writing, so some of the things I write I share there as well. So yeah, if you want to follow me, I'll be like extremely grateful. So yeah, that's that. I posted a story on my Instagram, like it was part of the video previous to the last one. I was saying how much I loved Ariel Bissett and that she was my inspiration. She was like a role model to me when it comes to booktube, and I tagged her and she replied. She replied, you guys, she replied, okay? I was so excited about her replying, and she's super nice, and she was very excited about what I said, and she asked me what was my favorite book, and we talked for a while. She is the sweetest person on the internet. Like, she's super sweet, and I was super excited about her, like replying, and yeah, it was just, I was like, oh my god, it's something like meeting my idol, but yeah, over the internet, as we're all doing because of COVID, and yeah. So, this video is about 2020 as a reading year for me, and about my goals for 2021. And I do realize how late this is because it's already January 17th, and yeah, my life has been a mess, so yeah, please, no judgments. Anyway, I wanna start by saying that I was in senior year 2020, and in Egypt that is extremely complicated. It's extremely stressful. The academic year is extremely long, so I had a very hard time, and I couldn't read as much, if I could read at all. Like, it was almost more than 9 months, like 10 months, and in the duration of 10 months I read like 5 books or something, 7 books at best. I don't remember exactly, but they were like you know, every now and then I couldn't focus on what I was reading. It was very hard, and it was very hard for me mentally, because for me books are a let out. They're, you know, they make me feel better. They're an escape. They help me cope as well. So yeah, it was a really hard time for me not reading, but I read some remarkable books, and 2020 was a really important year in my reading life, because it is the year I decided to start BookTube. So this has like such an important I don't know, it's like such an important year for me. With all its ups and downs, it was such an important year reading wise, and because I got into my dream college, I'm eternally grateful for that. Like, eternally grateful. Seriously. Okay, so I wanna talk about my top 5 favorite books of the year, and one honorable mention, because yeah, we'll know when we get to that. So the honorable mention is Lily Singh's How to Be a Boss, because honestly, in all honesty, if I haven't read that book, I would have never started this BookTube channel. I had the idea going into the book. I had the idea of starting this BookTube channel, but I was, you know, going with the no side, because I don't know, I thought it was too much trouble. I thought I wouldn't like it. I don't know. I was just very hesitant. Then I read her book, and then I saw one of Ariel Bissette's videos, and it became one of my favorite videos. It was her reacting to memes, I think, or something like that, bookish memes, and I loved it. And these two factors, like these two pieces of work, are the main reason I started this BookTube channel. So I had to include sorry, I had to include that book in this video, because yeah, I owe it to Lily Singh and I owe it to Ariel Bissett. Okay, so my top 5, I'm gonna start like from 5 to number 1, and this is my reading journal, so I wrote them here because I couldn't like memorize them, so bear with me, please. I started it from the start of 2020, and here I made this cute page. I hope you find it cute, because my handwriting is just going like that. I did that for the new year, and yeah. So number 5 is Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken. I have not finished this series until now, but yeah, no judgment, please. I'm not good with series. It kept me on the edge of my seat for the duration of the book, like she always does. Alexandra Bracken always does that, like always. And you know, it was just amazing. And I had just finished my senior year, and I hadn't read in a lot of time, and I was gripping that book like my life depended on it, and it just got me back into the game. I loved it so much. It was just what I needed then to get back into like my reading game, and it was amazing. She's an amazing writer, and I can't wait. Sorry, I can't wait for her new book in 2021, because come on, Alexandra Bracken, come on. I know I should finish the series first, but please. Anyway, and then number 4, One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, and I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly, because yeah, I read it through like it was like winter break, and I read it in 4 days, and I hadn't read any books before it as well during like the semester, and it was amazing. I finished it in 4 days. I was it made me laugh, it made me cry on more than one occasion, and I thought, and I thought about the ending. Like, I thought it was a possibility, but then I was like, no, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to spoil it if anyone hasn't read it, and I really doubt that. If you haven't, though, no judgment. I'm a late reader myself. So, yeah, it was amazing. It made me, yeah, and I loved the characters, and I think I said that before in another video. The plot was amazing, but what makes a book for me are the characters, not the plot. Even though in this book the plot was amazing, writing style is amazing, characters are top-notch. I love each and every one of the characters, so yeah, except for Simon, I think he was just lonely, you know. Anyway, but yeah, like the characters. The characters are the huge deal for me in a book, in any book really. The plot, if the plot is, if the plot is okay, if it's not really that good, but the characters are amazing, it always makes up for the plot. But in One of Us is Lying, everything was perfect for me. Okay. Oh, number 3. Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. Okay, so you can't see my top shelf. You probably can't see my hand right now either. My Sarah Dessen books are on my top shelf because they have a very special place in my heart. I read her books when I first started really getting into books, so they hold a very special place in my heart, and I connect to them in a very weird way because I remember them from like my teenage years. I'm 19, but like when I was like 13, 14, 15, and there's a quote from a movie that I don't remember right now, and it says 2 years are a lot of time in a teenager's life, and this is so true. I could feel like I read more than one of her books during a year, but it feels like a lot of time because your personality is being set, and honestly I could connect to so many things in her books. It really, yeah, her books speak to my soul. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm really extremely connected to certain books, and Along for the Ride is one of them, because when I reread it this year, I realized how much I've grown, and I could see how different I thought about things back then and how different I think about them now. So it made me see, and I still appreciate it in a very different way, but I still appreciate it. So yeah, I can never stop talking about Sarah Dessen. It's like, yeah, I love her books so much, even the more recent ones. Her latest book, I think, The Rest of the Story, I read it. I didn't quite enjoy it as the rest, but it was amazing nonetheless because Sarah Dessen. Yeah, okay. I'll shut up about Sarah Dessen now. 2. Underdogs by Markus Zusak. Okay, Zusak. I can never get his name right. Anyways, so there are 3 books in one. It's The Underdog, Fighting Ruben Wolf, and Getting the Girl. I think I messed up the middle book, the name of the middle book. I don't remember because I read them in one book. Like they're the 3 books in one. So they're the same thing for me. They're the same book for me. The first book, I don't know how I got through it because it was so hard. There was no plot whatsoever. Like there was nothing happening. It was just Cameron walking around being miserable. That's the whole book. And yeah, I didn't like it. The second book though, the second book was amazing. The third, it kept getting better. But like my favorite, I guess, was the second, because it really showed that brotherhood, you know, and I'm always a sucker for that. Like, I love brotherhood, I love family. That book was very intense on family and on discovering things like between siblings and between brothers. It was so nice because of that, because there are not many books that focuses on the development of a person and the development of that person with their family like that. So I loved it. And you know, Cameron proving himself to himself before proving himself to others, that book was just, I love it. I absolutely love it. So, drum rolls. I wish I could insert the sound, but I'm not that good with editing yet. I'm learning though, so yeah, please, yeah, pray for me. Number one is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, because it was just describing my life at the time. I read it when I first started college. Also, Kat was starting college. Making new friends. I was moving at the time as well, so everything was new to me, just like everything was new to Kat, and it really was intimidating, and I really found my comfort in that book, and in knowing that I relate to Kat so much. And yeah, it's my favorite. I always hold it near to my heart. I placed it near the Sarah Descent books. It's in my top shelf. So that says a lot. So yeah, these were my top 5 favorites of 2020, and I did some new bookish things in 2020 that I want to talk about. I read an audiobook, or more like listened to an audiobook for the first time in 2020, and I loved that experience. And I was like, I was so opposed to it at first, but then I had to read The Magic Toy Shop by Angela Carter for class, and I couldn't find a physical copy anywhere. So I was like, okay. As a college student, does what they have to do. So I got the audiobook and I really loved it. It was so good. I was like, why haven't I listened to audiobooks before? I was so blown away. Like, I was just blown away. It was such a nice experience, and I can't wait to listen to another audiobook. Not soon, I think, but yeah, I'll listen to another audiobook. Definitely. Audiobooks. Like, a lot. Okay. And another thing is that I don't remember. I have to... Oh yeah. I read my first manga, this A Silent Voice. I don't know if you can see it, but A Silent Voice. I think I'm in volume 2 only. I haven't read volume 3 yet, or the rest. But I'm getting there. I'm just taking it slow because I really don't want it to end. It's such a heartwarming manga. It's so pretty. Okay, I realized I took a lot. I'm sorry, it's such a long video. I'm really sorry. Okay, and the final first time for me in 2020 is that I participated in the Reading Rush, and I failed miserably, to be honest. In the beginning of this channel, you will find the videos. I failed miserably, but I'm not gonna give myself any shame, because I had just got out of senior year and I was going everywhere with my friends, like everywhere, and I couldn't sit down in one place to read. And that's fine, because we made amazing memory. I read as much as I could, and I read 2 books that I absolutely loved. Wait, no, I didn't love Verity that much, but The Night Circus, I loved it so much. So yeah, and to my goals I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit tired, so excuse me. About my goals in 2021, I made a challenge on Goodreads. Not made, like participated in in the challenge on Goodreads, just because Ariel Bissett chose the color this year. I was so happy for her. She wanted this for so long, and yeah, you go girl. So yeah, I did that only because she chose the color. I tried to do it last year, but honestly, I don't like, no, not last year. I tried to do it 2019. Honestly, I couldn't keep up, not with the, not like I read a lot, but like not with the challenge on Goodreads, because honestly, and don't come for me because of that, I don't like Goodreads, okay? I don't know, I tried, but I couldn't. I'm sorry, I don't like Goodreads. So, yeah, I just did that. I uninstalled the app, logged in from my laptop because, yeah, just, I don't like Goodreads. Don't hate me, please. I do not mean to offend the gods of reading, but I'm really sorry. I don't like Goodreads. But yeah, I set my challenge this year for 70 books. I read this year 35 books, and that was very disappointing because my top like record was 52. So I thought 70 is kind of reasonable to try to reach for this year, and I hope I can achieve that. So I do realize how long this video is getting, but I'm so happy I get to film again, and I have so many ideas. So not like ideas, like videos I wanna make. They're not mine, to be honest, and I'm trying to be more creative for this channel, and yeah, hopefully I will like be on a more weekly schedule. Like I wanna set a day to post weekly. One time a week, to be honest, I will not. Some booktubers post like 3 times a week, and I'm like, man, like I can't do that. So once a week is really I think a good start for me, and I hope I can achieve this this year. And yeah, so thank you for sticking around till the end of this video, if you did, because honestly I talk a lot, I do realize that. Thank you so much if you came back from another video. That means the world to me. And if you want more content, you can follow me on Instagram. I will leave my account in the description box. And I wish you all a happy new year. Super late, I know, but I wish this year is amazing. I wish it compensates for everything that 2020 has wrecked. Like really wrecked. Okay. Goodbye.